From having been 3-1 down, Seles now leads.
Capriati can get away with that because she's a better mover, but if she's looking to be a Grand Slam winner, all these little things really matter.
Capriati 3-4 first set.
That's maybe why Seles has won 9 Grand Slams and Capriati 0 so far.
Love 15.
Capriati's won 9 singles titles, including the Olympic gold medal from '92. There was one-handed forehand from Seles in there, which was absolutely terrific, turning defence into attack.
Absolutely, but great hitting from both girls. I mean, you just can't describe just the length they're keeping and the power behind the ball.
Seles just lost her range in the last couple of points.
I think they're both trying for so much. I think they've got a lot of respect for each other's games. That was impressive from Capriati. She was off to that short ball very quickly, held her balance, and then was ready for the volley, which she didn't have to do that much with, just keep it solid.
So 4 games all. Vintage Seles.
Can't drop the ball short in women's tennis these days.
It wasn't a bad drop shot, it was just that it was telegraphed.
It was rather. I think Seles thought, right, I must mix it up because she felt that she was getting in such a hitting match. But again, very impressed with Capriati's movement.
Lovely volley. Well, if you're watching Seles for the first time, you'd say, what's this about her weak volleys?
Well, that is a complete contrast when she played against Justine Henin. I think she found herself at the net there and found the angle. On those balls, you only have to stick your racket out, really, because the power of the pass will do the rest.
language does she speak to herself in?
No, it just sounds like a complete babble to me. I think it's probably a mixture of English and
Hungarian.
Croatian or...
It's from the ethnic part of Yugoslavia, ethnic Hungarian part of Yugoslavia, Novi Sad, in the very north. No longer Yugoslavia.
Well, it did the trick, Chris, anyway, so whatever it was.
Yes, whatever she said to herself, she took note of. And Seles leads by 5-4, first set.
I think it's very interesting seeing the 9 games so far, because coming up you saw Beranova, as you told me correctly to say, not Bedanova.
Very good.
I thought that was quite good. You know, they've taken all this on board and they're combining the hitting with the athleticism.
Capriati, 4-5, first set.
Like I said, as perfectionist.
No signs of any pressure there. Serving to stay in the first set. Holding to love. Seles 5-all, first set. Beautiful.
Again there, Capriati, strong shots on the baseline, but just holding, just delaying enough so Seles had to commit the other way.
Capriati thought that that ball was long. It wasn't that much beyond the line. I mean, it may have been an error if Cyclops isn't working, but...
It looked okay from this angle.
It did, didn't it? And Cyclops' beam is about 20 centimetres, right? Which is, you know, surely far enough to be very clear.
That was a tough shot to make there from Monica Seles. But she was so far out of court, she felt that was the only option. I think this match is going to be nip and tuck all the way.
5-all, 30-all. So you may as well make the point now that there's no tie break in the third set. A moderately quick first set, though.
I think both girls play at such a pace, particularly Jennifer Capriati. It was very noticeable when she first turned pro that she played it twice as quickly as all the older pros. They were a bit shocked at what was going on.
Good serving from Seles, allows her to hold. And Seles leading 6. So for the second time, Capriati serving to stay in the first set. 5-6.
At the end of the court, seats please. Players are waiting. Thank you.
Beautifully played.
Single-hander again there from Seles, just keeping her in the point.
Got good placement on it.
Capriati really making Seles move. Just feel the last 3 or 4 games, Capriati's just been missing, not by a lot, but it's really going to cost her.
And somewhat out of nowhere, 2 set points.
Oh, well, I got that one wrong.
Yes, Capriati didn't complain. Credit to her for that. And one of the things about her brisk movement between points is that you never get the sense that she's demoralised at any time.
No, just get on with the next ball. Very like Andre Agassi, the way she does that.
Still set point. Oh, credit to her.
I think that's justice, because that was a pretty bad call she had. 15-30.
Oh, great shot from Seles. She should perhaps have won it a little earlier. That net cord allowing Capriati to come right back into the rally, but look at this.
Cannot tell where that ball is going until she struck it.
Set point number 3. Well, Seles thought she got a bad call in the middle of that.
Stefano doesn't think so.
No, I'm sure he doesn't.
These things do tend to even themselves out there, so there's not a lot of point complaining about things.
What was interesting there was that Seles was really trying to mix it up with a few slice shots thrown in. Trying to break up Jennifer's rhythm. Classic Seles. Yes, that call was good.
Seles really pummeling that forehand corner of Capriati now. And then finding the open space.
4th set point. Oh, that's bad.
I think her face says it all there.
Yes.
What was that, Monica?
Almost like she changed her mind mid-shot. Yep. Just too big a gap left by Capriati.
Monica Seles just knows how to compete better than anyone else.
They are cleaning lines here. Not sure Stefano was entirely convinced about that, but it's the opposite side from him.
It's interesting, it's the same
good
baseline, but it's a good call.
Well, how long can this go on? 6th set point.
Well, I think it can go on ad infinitum at this rate. Both girls showing such strong competitive instincts. At this stage in the match, it's not about forehands and backhands, it's how much you want it.
Well, how much Seles wants it is measured in how loud she grunts. She wants it a lot.
Well, I mean, there's not too much you can say about the tennis, except that it's fantastic. What these girls are putting into it, the length they're getting on their shots, it's classic stuff, really.
Set point number 7.
It's almost as if they've just picked up again where they left off from that incredible semi-final of the US Open in 1991.
That was a correct call. Seles didn't like it.
I think Seles didn't like it because
She hit it out.
7 set points down the tubes.
Oh, I think Seles was slow to see the volley. I think she'd rather given up on that. And it's only at the last minute she realised she could get to the volley if she'd been a little bit more in place. Let's have a look at this again.
She was there. Capriati takes this point that the psychological swing will be enormous in this match.
It's her first double fault. Seventh deuce. Well, Seles has had 7 set points and Capriati's had 2 game points. It's going a very, very crucial game. Almost a bit of fatigue, not physical fatigue, but a mental fatigue setting in. A couple of errors from Capriati, which are a bit uncharacteristic. Set point number 8. Yeah, 3 errors from Capriati. It's breaking the deadlock in Seles' favour.